Alright. Hello guys, welcome back in today's video. Today we're gonna watch mythical creatures.
Here are the most terrifying mythical creatures to ever exist. Again.
Wendigo. Oh yeah, that's my...
Winters in the Great White North of Canada can be terrifyingly hostile, and for the native Algonquin people living there who relied on the wilderness for their next meal, starvation was a constantly looming danger. In times like these, when the natural food on the land is scarce, a human may be forced to make a grim yet simple choice: succumb to death, pained by hunger, or eat a fellow human and be transformed into a wendigo.
Wait, did they just say they're transformed into...
Creatures are described as looking gaunt and emaciated. Their gray, ash-colored skin stretched tightly over their bones. With lips tattered and bloody from feasting on human flesh, they stink with the odors of decay, death, and corruption, and their hearts are solid ice. It's said that with every meal, the wendigo would grow in proportion relative to the size of whatever they ate, so that they could never feel full. Their whole existence felt like they were constantly on the verge of starvation, forever craving the taste of the people they once lived alongside. Interestingly, wendigo psychosis is actually a term used in modern psychology to describe intense cravings for human flesh, and the paranoia that you could become a cannibal yourself. In our modern consumerist society, this isn't something most people have to worry about, but for native tribes in times of famine, it was a very real possibility that your next-door neighbor and your next meal were one and the same.
I've heard of this creature. It's a Japanese legend.
Kuchisake Onna is a little different from the other monsters on this list. In most versions of her story, she was once the beautiful wife of a proud samurai. However, she grew lonely as her husband was always off at war, and so she began having affairs with other men in the Japanese town in which she lived. When the samurai found out about this, he was outraged, and as punishment, he sliced the corners of her mouth open from ear to ear, and she died. But that is not where her story ended, for after her death, Kuchisake Onna returned as a vengeful spirit. She covers her face with a mask or other covering of some sort, and to most people appears as a completely normal, attractive young woman, clutching in her hand are razor-sharp scissors as she chooses her victim. Kuchisake Onna might appear before you and ask you a simple question: "Watashi kirei?" which translates to, "Am I beautiful?" If you answer no, she will kill you with her scissors. And if you answer yes, she will remove the mask from her face to reveal her mouth, slice open from ear to ear in a horrifying, joyless smile. "Kore demo?" she asks, or "How about now?" If you answer no, or scream, or try to run, she will kill you just as before. And with her supernatural speed, there is no escape for a mere mortal like herself.
Did you see how
and if you tell her she is beautiful despite her disfigurement, then using her scissors,
that's
she will cut
probably
your
like the
mouth
speed
to
of
match her own.
light.
There are actually a few ways to survive an encounter with this creature. In response to her questions, you can simply tell her that you're running late and had best be going, and she will politely bow and apologize, and you can go on your way. Alternatively, you can tell her that she is average looking, and do that. Unlike most big YouTubers, I still try to read each and every comment I get, so let me know what horrifying mythical creatures you'd like to see next time in one of these videos. One with a single eye.
Black Annis. What is
English
that?
folklore describes Annis as an old, blue-faced woman with a single eye.
Looks like a goblin.
Beneath a great oak tree, she lives in a cave that she carved herself out of the rocks using her deadly iron claws. On dark nights, she could be found hiding in her oak tree, waiting for an unsuspecting child from a nearby village to wander below. If no victims were forthcoming, Annis would go into the village and reach through open windows and snatch children straight out of their beds. Once she had returned to her cave with her prey, she would skin the children with her iron talons and put their flesh aside for later use, before slowly devouring her flayed victims. Then she would sew the skins together to make clothing for herself. Black Annis was mostly just a story used to scare children into good behavior through paranoia and anxiety, but she was also more than that. Houses in the town she was believed to inhabit were intentionally built with smaller windows to stop her from reaching through, and an otherwise serious-minded man named John Hayrick wrote a full poem documenting the village's knowledge of the creature, fully believing in her existence himself. Here's the full poem if you'd like to pause and read it.
I'm not reading
Tell me,
that.
dear viewer,
That
do you
is
like
like
money?
10
It's pretty great. You can use it to buy food or YouTube channel memberships. And the best way to get more money is to save it with Cooper,
don't
the
jump
sponsor
there.
of today's video. Cooper is a free browser extension designed to save you money when you're shopping online by using AI to search
not
the
good.
internet
It's
for
not
discount
like
codes and
soft.
coupons, and
It's
automatically
golden
testing and applying them at the checkout
hard
page.
metal.
Cooper, it is super easy
I'm gonna
for
skip
sponsoring
ahead
this video.
because this is a sponsor. Classy. What is this? Japanese?
Coming from the folklore of Southeast Asia, the Krasu
Is it
is said to be the
Philippine?
demonic spirit of a
It
woman
looks like
who committed various evil acts in her life, such as infidelity, murder, or drinking the last of the chalky milk. After she dies, the woman's sins cause her to be reborn as the demonic Krasu, which appears as a woman during the day and can walk among humans unnoticed. By night, however, the Krasu is able to detach its head from its body and fly off into the night with all of its internal organs dangling from its neck. The heart, liver, lungs, stomach, intestines, and the rest, all out on full display. The Krasu's favorite midnight snack is, unfortunately for you, the flesh of humans. She'll fly around in search of unsuspecting children and, when she can get them, pregnant women, because it's a 2-for-1 special. So sometimes she'll just extract the fetus and go. You can protect yourself from this creature by putting up some spiked fences or plants to guard your house, as the Krasu's dangling organs might get stuck in them. If the head cannot return to its body by daybreak, the creature will burn up in the sunlight.
So that's basically like a zombie then. Because in Minecraft,
The legendary Vitala are evil spirits coming from Hindu mythology. They're said to haunt cemeteries, and with no physical body of their own, they can take possession of human corpses in order to interact with our three-dimensional world. Once they've acquired a body, they get up to all kinds of unsettling mischief, such as killing children, driving people mad, and causing miscarriages. Basically a typical weekend's activity for me, but whatever. These spirits do evil things because they are the tormented human souls of those caught in the space between life and the afterlife, with nowhere to go from there unless someone performs their funerary rites to set them free. However, most people are more inclined to try to capture these spirits, as, existing outside the laws of space and time, they have a vast knowledge of the past, present, and future, and deep insights into human nature, and so they make great slaves for sorcerers. As always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Alex, and I am really smart. Until next time, farewell!
Okay, that is the end of the video. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you in the next video.